support of the Rafflesian Cook-Off and the organizers of today's event and the judges as well. May you spend a meaningful and energizing afternoon catching up with one another. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Ong, for your address. Mrs. Ong, please remain on stage as we invite former principals, Mrs. K.S. Chi, Mrs. Kami Lim, Mrs. Julie Hu to join you on stage for a toast. Principals, please. Ayusni, can you aid the principals up or someone? Oh, okay. They are able to do it themselves. Okay, the wine is so not wine lah, huh? We pretend it's wine only, because halal occasion. We will have what we call the sparkling juices. So, Lek Mei, my yearmate, is helping with the toasting of the so-called champagne. Hold on. So you see, see what wonderful color scheme. What are the colors? Green, black, white. Colors to represent what? R-G-S. Wonderful. So, amazing, Mrs. Chi is amazing because, I mean, in 1988, she took over from Miss Tan Ling Neo. 77, Wow, 78, okay. So those were the years, right? And she actually invited me back to RGS to teach. And I was saying, I'm only committed to this current school. She said, no, you are alumnus. You are an RGS girl. Where is your loyalty? Oh, that's it. One phone call from her. I had to come back to teach. Okay, that's it lah. But also I thank Mrs. Chi because she was very far-sighted. She told me, Sin Ling, if you want to remain RGS, you must be a graduate. That time, I only came out of, I just did my Institute of Education certificate, and she says to stay in RGS, long term, you must be a graduate. And then because of that, I decided to pursue my graduate degree. So thank you, Mrs. Chi, for your wonderful farsightedness. And now I'm still teaching with double MAs. So I say she started me on this journey of academia, which I think I'm so thankful for. My experiences now has come all the way back to RGS now to host this. Thank you. Mrs. Kami Lim, I really, really appreciated her because I love the performing arts. And she is such an amazing woman in performing arts. She championed everything. So when I came back from New Zealand in my studies, first thing she asked, is Pat back? She asked Mrs. Chu Wiley, is Pat back? Mrs. Chu Wiley was the former Dean of Student Development. And because actually we are sister-in-laws, okay, the insight is there. So she said, is Pat back? Oh, get her back, get her back. Why? Very excited because I love the arts and she knew I could be a director of arts. So with her as, championing things that I would do, I had the free hand to do things like the Arts Festival in RGS. And of course, we continued with the Rafflesian Night with Mrs. Chi also started, and it was so amazing. Okay, so I really thank Mrs. Kami Lim, and she's still doing so many things. Recently, she even launched a book, children's book. So amazing. Amazing woman. And Miss Julie Hu, she was a former colleague of mine when we were teaching together under Mrs. Lim. Again, she also champions the arts, okay? And I remember doing one RGS night, she was actually in charge of making CDs. That was really mind-blowing those days. It's cutting edge, nobody would do that. For RGS night, we each were given a special CD of all the performing groups and performances. Amazing times, and everything was so proud of everything that we did together. And then she, of course, became the principal, and RGS is here because of Mrs. Julie Hu. Okay, she managed to negotiate this wonderful big plot of land to have such a grand building and all the wonderful facilities. Okay, so I'm not too sure if here comes the sparkling juice. So let's all get ready also yourselves. You, ladies and gentlemen, on your tables, you'll find at least a bottle of sparkling juice. And those who prefer mineral water as an alternative, let's fill our glasses because we would like to start a toast. Okay? So everybody, if you've got a drink of sorts in front of you, be good that we rise and give a toast. Ladies and gentlemen, may I request for you to, arise and give a toast. Okay, what's the toast about? Right. So, are we ready? Kind of, because I'll make sure that everybody has a glass of something. Yeah. Okay. Okay, the first toast. Is to our esteemed current principal who will do wonderful things for RGS, I believe, because all principals do that for us. Okay? And former principals and teachers. Some of them who are here with us, I can't name them all, but you know they're in tables 4 and 5. And some current teachers in table 11 as well. For all their leadership, dedication, and have and will shape the legacy of our alma mater, we raise our glasses with in heartfelt appreciation. Everybody, like wedding dinner, my lungs is very good. I can go on and on forever. Sing. One toast. Wow, very sweet, huh? Wow, better. Very good, huh? Sweet times, huh? Okay, second toast. This one is to all the remarkable alumni gathered here today. That is all of you. May our bonds grow stronger with each passing year. Cheers to good health, lifelong friendships, and the enduring spirit of our alma mater, Philae, what? Maloris Ivy, yes! Yeah! Wow, this one even sweeter. Thank you, esteemed principals and everyone. Thank you. All right. Thank you, esteemed principals. Can you? Thank you, Julie Hu, for helping Mrs. Chi and Mrs. Lim by Mrs. Ong. Next, we would like to announce the results of the Rafflesian Cook-Off, which, please be seated, please be seated. Thank you. See lah, my eyesight, 老花眼, 62 years old, like that. Okay, next, we'd like to announce the results of the Rafflesian Cook-Off. I'll now pass the baton to our wonderful, amazing Patrina Cow, who will guide us through this segment of our event. Take it away, Patrina.
Thank you so much, Pat. Good afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon. Hey,
hello.
Obedient RGS students, you all must respond lah. Give face.
Okay. I've hosted many reunions. When many RGS girls gather, sure noisy one. It's okay. I give you all time. Very exciting. Good afternoon. It's so nice to be back. This is actually my first time in this massive hall. I've never actually been in here. The last time I was at RGS, we celebrated our 30th anniversary in 2022. That was 2 years ago. Show of hands, class of 92. Hey, walao. Class of 92. Satu only.
No lah, there are a few more. They're very shy. They're very shy.
Okay. Clearly, we didn't get the memo. All right, well, we'll work on that, class of 92. But so lovely to see so many of you. And to the class of 78, right, who organized this. Isn't this amazing that y'all had so many people? And Susan is a real mover and a shaker. When she gets things done, she gets things done. I mean, look at these tingkats. Do you know, like, she crafts these things herself, okay? It's like she's one of those, okay? Anyways, this morning, I had the great opportunity and pleasure of hosting the first Rafflesian Cook-Off. So it's literally like MasterChef, but featuring Rafflesians. So we had narrowed it down after an island-wide search to 6 teams, okay? And I think these are the teams that we had. Our current cohort of 3 of the sweetest 14, 15-year-old girls from Chan Cake. They came with matching ponytail, pigtail hairstyles, and they gamely fought their way through all kinds of drama in the kitchen. It was very exciting and exhilarating watching them cook. So I'd like to invite them up on stage. We also have a family team of an ex-RGS student who roped in mom and brother. And dad also behind the scenes help with all the barang, all that. E-Power. We also had solo contestant who handled so many elements of this dish all on her own. Miss Humaira Suhaimi, alumni of RGS in class of 2006. And we had these three lovely ladies who waltzed into the kitchen like they owned it because they are boss. And just watching the way they handled chiffonading the herbs and prepping the ingredients was at once joyful, peaceful, and meditative. Please welcome on stage Rice Bowl. We have former staff and friends. Mrs. Shirley Tan led, and look at them. They just bring so much smiles and joy. We also have another alumni of RGS 2016, just graduated, Tan Sing Xuan, who also single-handedly churned out a lovely dish and a drink. And last but not least, these guys made me smile all morning from their confidence, their wit, their passion for cooking. Ladies and gentlemen, from across the road, the RI boys, the Bold Flavor boys. Please welcome on stage. They're not yet 15. What is going on? What is going on? So look at them. Please join me in giving them a wonderful round of applause. They worked really, really hard this morning. And it was pretty incredible watching. And I, because thank you, Damon De Silva, for not being here, got to taste their food. So I just, as I'm pretending to host, I'm just there also like trying. And everything was delicious. Everything was prepared with love. I just want to congratulate all of you. Okay, so now I have the wonderful honor of inviting the judges on stage. Yes, I got like results, I got judges, I got prize. Okay, wait up. So joining me in making this very tough decision with three wonderful people, Tan Xue Yun, of course, is the senior correspondent of the Straits Times and an alumnus of RJC. We have Vasuntara Ramasamy, who is the former contestant of MasterChef Singapore Season 2 and creator of South Indian Private Dining Concept, Cutlery Optional, and of course, our beloved Mrs. Kami Lim. So we went around interviewing them, trying their food, tasting it. And I must say, as we were deliberating, the decision for the top three were unanimous, but we were quite torn about certain things. I'm going to get Mrs. Lim to give us a little overview. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Can you all please listen? Can take photographs later, please? Just listen to this. Right. Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the culmination of our culinary journey, the Rafflesian Cook-Off. Right. First, I'd like to thank the class of 1978. Please wave. 78, please wave. Thank you very much for allowing us to be part of your evergreen lunch today, 1st of May, 2024. Right, our journey began about a decade ago in 2013. My dream team with, where's my co-chair? Helen, oh, Helen's there. Helen, we produced an award-winning cookbook called Consuming Passion to raise funds for the RGS Performing Arts here in on this campus. Right. Last year on our 10th anniversary, we decided to collaborate with a garden city, and with the support, sponsorship from Tanoto Foundation, RGS principal at that time, Haslinda, set up the RGS rooftop garden. Wonderful, right? This flourishing green oasis stands as a commitment to sustainability and education, not only nurturing the plants, but the minds, the hearts, and the soul of RGS, and the hands of RGS and the community. So today we are here again, united for the Rafflesian Cook-Off, right? Celebrating the diversity of flavors, their creativity, and also the joy of sharing a meal together. So let us not just applaud the winners, but we applaud the spirit of camaraderie and generosity within this hall. So I'd like to thank, of course, all the participants, particularly the judges, Sway and Vasu, especially Chef Damien D'Souza, who's not able to join us today. Then we have sponsors, Adeline Sam and Tan Hui Bin, who are alumni. And then we have all the sponsors and all the volunteers, including our doctor on duty today, right? So I want to acknowledge all those who helped in this massive event, right? Please wait for me to finish before you clap. Okay, so can I start with Helen? Then we have Bing, Iris, Cecilia. Please stand up. Oh, stand up, please. Cecilia, Julie, where's Julie? Julie, May, and Susan. Wonderful Susan. RGS principal, Mrs. Ong, and staff, especially Ling Ling. Is she here, Ling Ling? She's not here. Oh, Suyin. Oh, she's there, Suyin. Carissa, Vivian, RGS alumni. Is Mabel here? She's not here, okay, never mind. Parents for RGS, ORA, and RI. Now you can clap for all of them. It's been an honor for me to be part of this team. So congratulations to all, and may the flavor of friendship and unity continue to inspire us all the way. Filii Melioris Ivy. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Lim. Is it okay if I tell people how old you are? I feel that when you get to this age, you are supposed to tell people how old you are. Ladies and gentlemen, watching Mrs. Lim rattle off all those names made me remember how old I am and go like, I couldn't do that at my age. She is 84, ladies and gentlemen. And watching her tirelessly work in the community, give back, offer help, and just always be involved is so incredibly inspiring. So thank you. I can never say no to this woman. I think we all suffer the same problem, but it is a happy problem, okay? So without further ado, are we ready to give out prizes? Okay, so we'll give out the 3 consolation prizes in no particular order. They win NTUC vouchers of $150 donated by Ms. Adeline Sum. First, we have Chan Cake. All right, ladies, go and receive your prize. Aren't they adorable? All 14 years old. And apparently in RGS now, all Sec 2s go through culinary classes, compulsory, and they all learn how to cook a variety of, no more rock buns, okay? That is our time. Now very sophisticated, okay? These girls baked a chicken pot pie and a pandan cake. Excuse me? I mean, the chefs and I were talking, it's like on a regular day as an experienced cook, I wouldn't even cook pandan cake. It's very tricky. So big, big round of applause for them girls for having the courage to try and to be successful at it. We ate it and it was pretty good, right? Okay, so next we have Tan Jing Xuan. She cooked a beautiful Vietnamese-inspired herb dish with grilled chicken and a lovely okra salad. And she was really skilled in the kitchen, bringing out the blow torches and everything. Clearly passionate about her food. And last consolation prize goes to our family, E-Power. Congratulations. Just watching them operate in the kitchen with mom at the helm and the daughter and son just working tirelessly and quietly with mom and supporting was really beautiful. Okay, which means these three are our top 3 winners. Very excited, very excited. Okay, we got Lao Jiao and not so Lao Jiao. We got the youngest and the oldest, so to speak. Okay. In third place, winning NTUC vouchers worth $250 donated by Ms. Adeline Sum. Give it up for the Bold Flavor Boys. These young guys were totally calm, super elegant, giving me all kinds of ingredients I've never heard of before in my life. Okay, but super well versed in their food, total passionate pros. Remember their faces. They're going to go somewhere with food, okay? Which means, all right, ladies, give yourselves hugs. This was a tough one. We had to deliberate between these two because there was so much going for both of y'all in your dishes and the way y'all work together, in the harmony, in all the different elements. Oh, so it was kind of hard. Did y'all want to say something about this after, maybe, when we get the prize? Okay, for second in place, we have Rice Bowl, which means our first prize winner is Humaira Sahaimi. These ladies were truly the epitome of calm under pressure. They were so joyful to watch. The skill at which they chiffonaded their herbs and the way Shirley massaged those herbs and that rice was truly a work of art. And of course, our very top prize winner winning $600 cash voucher, a Cuisinart ice cream and sorbet maker. Total prize winning $322. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Humaira Suhaimi. If you saw a picture of her final nasi lemak and her rojak, you would be salivating right now. She handmade everything from scratch. Her sambal was made from scratch. Her rojak sauce made from scratch. She fried everything from scratch. Oh my God, it was amazing watching her keeping calm under pressure. And her presentation was spotless. And you are onto something, lady, okay? Everyone find yourselves an invite to her house or when she eventually opens her restaurant, okay? Big round of applause for everybody who took part. And of course, to our judges. Okay, maybe, did y'all want to say anything about the contest?
Before we met here, we met all the contestants on their video submissions, and it was really wonderful to see the spread of talent across ages, genders, as well as different groups. and the kind of dishes that they brought to the table as well. It was very inspiring to see how they made use of the herbs in the garden in their own different way with the family stories to tell. So it was very exciting to come today to see them in person. We were very much looking forward to it after all these discussions and to really eat the food that we've been watching the videos about. And really, overall, just watching them, it was heartwarming as well as promising for the future of cooking and family bonding as well. Yes.
Okay, both Labour boys, seriously, I thought, you know, for 14-year-olds, you thought everything through so well. And I think if you had done a little bit, something different with with the belacan, it would have been like, you know, a winner, right? So I think long way to go, and I think you're on the right track if you're gonna be cooking for the rest of your life. Yep.
Yeah, and for the first two, it was a tough call because both the first and the second, in terms of technicality in cooking and execution, we were very impressed with the precision and the teamwork that Rice Bowl brought to the table. And it was like clockwork, and it was very beautiful. The execution of the dish showed it, the years of experience and tradition that was brought to the table. You can taste the heritage, and it was nice to see the harmony at work. With Humara, what really stood out was how a lot of things were made from scratch, and there was layers in the flavor. The big factor for us was the rice. That was
coconut rice.
Yes, the three coconut. If you ever get an invitation to Humara's house, please bring us along as well. So the layers of the flavor, she made this street coconut rice from nasi lemak, and you would think that the santan will be so overwhelming, but it was very nicely executed. You can taste the flavors. The rice was very well cooked. In 2 hours to make from scratch sambal and the ayam sapit from scratch with the dried chilies and everything, and the rojak sambal for the patis was with only one person making it, was quite something. And so based on that, the execution, but we would be happily invited to both homes to eat it. This is our shameless asking for it. Yes, and both of it. Yes, yeah. So while we're at it, let's put a date in.
Yeah, let's put it in. And if you ever bottle that rojak sauce, I'm so buying it. It's really good. Congratulations.
Also for the boys, I think all of you, I think you should keep on cooking. You're on to something. And for the boys, it's incredible that you're 14 with so much thought through of the processes. Wonderful. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, judges. And thank you all for, I know you guys are here for your lunch, and this is like this cook-off thing. Is there a way of us watching this in a delayed telecast of some sort, if they're curious? I'm just wondering. Yes, right, there is. So I guess look out or ask Iris. Everybody go ask Iris. She'll be like inundated with questions. It's really worth a watch. It's really quite lovely and exciting. Yes.
Okay. Well, we've all had a wonderful, wonderful morning, heart-stopping, nail-biting. It's a fabulous, fabulous competition. And I also want to thank everybody who took part and all of you who are here. It leaves me only to thank Patrina for MC and all the wonderful work, the last 4 hours in the lab, judging, walking up and down, reviewing everything. I think they deserve the biggest round of applause, all four of them. Yeah. So, yeah. Yes, let me give judges a token of appreciation. Yeah, all three. Yeah. Yeah. Mrs. Lim? Thank you. Yes. One for everybody. Yeah, Indian Burrach. No, that is for. Okay. So this is for you. And this is for you. Thank you very much. And thank you for taking part in the first Rafflesian competition cook-off. This is for you.
Oh, for me?
Yes. No, God. Oh, this one is for Wasun, sorry. And that one is for... this one is for her, so sorry. Okay, Patrina, there you are.
Thank you.
Sorry. Okay, thank you everybody and enjoy your lunch. Bye.
Okay, all right, ladies and gentlemen, that was a cook-out challenge, results of it. But get ready to tackle the ultimate challenge, our buffet lunch. But before we start, do check the highlights on the menu. They are adapted recipes because you cook for many people. It's very difficult. From our own consuming passion RGS cookbook, it's also readily available from RGS. We have pumpkin cake by Helen Quack just now, one of the organizers of the Rafflesian Cook-Out. Kola chicken by Eunice Chia. Yam cake by Stephanie Sun. Wow, singer can also cook. Nutty Friends by another singer, Kit Chan. And then, of course, lemon and pomelo vera by my class. We actually form a choir, 1978 choir. So you get that drink there. It's time to tackle the buffet lunch. Get your plates ready. Just now with Patrina Kao being the MC, I feel, how do you say,